Welcome back. It's good to be back with you all. The short session began last week, and it really began in earnest this week with votes. North Carolina Farm Bureau sprang into action right at the beginning of this week with the introduction of the 2022 North Carolina Farm Act. That bill is Senate Bill 762. It was introduced on Tuesday in the Senate Ag Committee. And the bill contains a number of changes, some of them more substantive than others. Many of the changes are just clarifying or technical corrections, but some of the provisions are a little bit more important. So one of the provisions removes hemp from the State Controlled Substances Act. That really just brings our state law in line with federal law for the industrial hemp industry. Another provision clarifies that farm buildings include buildings that store agricultural commodities and agricultural products. That's really just a clarification of existing policy that hasn't always been uniformly implemented across the state. And then finally, another very substantive provision that received a lot of attention this week was around the issue of right to repair. So the bill included an extensive right to repair law. North Carolina Farm Bureau supports the right to repair our equipment, and so we were supportive of that provision and the bill as a whole. But we did recognize that there were a lot of folks who spoke in opposition to the various provisions. As always, the devil is in the details, and so some of the details still need a bit more conversation and a bit more work. And so Senator Jackson, the bill's primary sponsor, also introduced an amendment at the end of that conversation to essentially take the right to repair provisions out and send them to a study committee. And his goal is to have some field hearings around the state. He wants to work with us as an organization to host some meetings and actually hear from farmers, as well as equipment dealers and others that are interested in the issue. So as more details become available on that process, we'll definitely keep you all posted. So the bill passed out of the Senate Ag Committee on Tuesday, the 24th. Then it went to the Senate Judiciary Committee and the Senate Finance Committee and passed both of those committees on Wednesday, the 25th. And then finally, the bill went through the Senate Rules Committee on Thursday, the 26th. And so we expect to see the bill on the Senate floor next week. And if it is passed, it will go on to the House for consideration there. So while the North Carolina Farm Act is our primary focus right now, there will be other issues that the General Assembly has to deal with in the short session. There will be issues around healthcare and education, and of course, additional conversations around the budget and any changes to the budget that need to be made during this short session. Leaders do expect it to be indeed short. They've stated their intentions of being out by July 1st. So we'll be here to keep you all apprised of what's happening, and we look forward to a short session.